I actually forgot one really important mechanic here for your quality of life score, which is repression. So there are ways to reduce your pain and reduce your trauma, but there are also ways to repress them completely. So if you repress your pain, you write a big 0 in the pain box, and that means that that number does not count towards your quality of life score. On top of that, if you have more than 5 pain, but you repress all of it, you're not going to end up with that trauma effect, which is great news. And then likewise with trauma, you can simply repress your trauma, which means you're writing a big 0 there and not counting that towards the quality of life. And likewise, if you have 5 or more trauma, you are not going to end up with a mental illness if you've repressed your trauma for that round. However, with trauma, the number underneath the repression still copies down. So if you do repress your trauma in a given chapter, it is going to bounce back in the next chapter unless you continue repressing it for the rest of your life. Now, unfortunately, repression can also hit meaning and pleasure. So certain negative effects in the game will cause you to repress your pleasure or repress your meaning as well. And it's the same effect. If you repress meaning, then it's going to come back still in the next chapter, so it's not the end of the world. And I will just show an example in action. So the televangelist, for example, they have a pretty cool ability. They can provide faith to any player. And faith allows you to repress your trauma and your pleasure. So you're setting your trauma and your pleasure to 0. It's a great way just to avoid the negative effects of your trauma. But the downside is that you're also kind of renouncing your flesh there. You're not going to be able to enjoy pleasure anymore in the same way. So that's kind of how repression works. And there's various other effects that allow you to repress these things. And there's certain negative effects that will repress the meaning and pleasure as well, which is sad.